Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to A.I.W, the Artificial Intelligence Wrestling Show, where the insight is deep thanks to a little help from a digital friend. The following podcast is a triple threat match scheduled for however many hours. Introducing first, from Mount Olympus, the honorary Zeus. Next, from the cave at the end of time, Kronus the Bear. And their opponent from the internet, A.I. Jeff.
Thank you. Welcome to A.I.W's Summerslam 2024 predictions. Hello, Kronus. How you doing?
Hi, good, yeah. Warm, but okay.
It is very warm. Thankfully, it's the biggest party of the summer.
It is. It's definitely the summer at the moment.
Yeah, the only party I'm interested in is one that involves me and an aircon unit in a confined space.
That'd be nice.
Very warm, very stuffy. But we're here to talk SummerSlam 2024. SummerSlam's second biggest show of the year for WWE. Hasn't always hit the heights in recent years. I thought last year's was pretty tame. 2022's I enjoyed. So we don't know what we're going to get, but it looks a decent card. I think it'll be a good show.
Yeah, I think so. It's a long card.
Yeah.
From sort of other smaller pay-per-views.
Yeah, for a Triple H standard show, this is more like an A.I.W show, isn't it, than a Triple H show?
Yeah. I'm just hoping everyone gets a good amount of time.
Yeah, the old 3-hour pre-show as well, which has caused a lot of stir on social media.
3 hours?
Yeah.
That's the first I've heard it.
Yeah, it's pretty insane, pretty needless. But there is
any matches?
Well, as time of recording, there are no matches on the pre-show and 7 matches on the card. However, there is a report from Fightful that says, do not be surprised to see some additions. So we might get 1 or 2 from SmackDown maybe on the pre-show, but we'll see.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's been a crazy day, hasn't it? Shane McMahon, potentially All Elite, but we'll talk about that on another show.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's SummerSlam. Let's get straight into the predictions. So we, myself, Kronus, and A.I. Jeff with our predictions. And we are going to start with Logan Paul versus L.A. Knight for the United States Championship. Kronus, who have you got and why?
Logan being US champ has gone on long enough, I think. LA Knight needs a title. I think he might actually do some good for the US title as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think the bar isn't very high at the moment. I think the idea to give Logan Paul the title was a good one, if he was going to be present all the time.
Yeah.
But it just hasn't been good, and that title hasn't been good for a very long time. LA Knight's massively over. He's okay in the ring. I don't think he's a magnificent worker or anything like that. But I think with his character, the feud he can have, people like Carmelo Hayes, I think it's time to belt him up. So I'm going for LA Knight. I assume you are as well.
Yep.
Yep. And A.I. Jeff has gone for LA Knight, full house on the first match.
There's a surprise.
There's a surprise. Next up, we have Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Quite the feud this has been on Monday Night Raw, dominating most of the TV time, you could argue.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Yep. It's been quite interesting to some parts, quite high schoolish in other parts. The looming, what do you call it? The aspect of the Judgment Day kind of underpinning this rivalry. Obviously Dom is likely going to play a big part in this match. So for my prediction, I'm going for Liv Morgan to retain because I think this goes past SummerSlam.
Interesting.
How about yourself?
I'm still sort of on the fence because I agree. I don't think it's ending at SummerSlam. But it's also Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm going to bet against Mummy. I'm going to go Rhea.
He's gone Rhea. A.I. Jeff has gone for Liv Morgan. and he says, with Dominic's help. So he's seeing
Yeah,
a
that was
Dominic heel turn.
kind of my thought. Or maybe Dom trying to help Rhea, but cocking it up somehow.
Yeah, I mean, that has been a staple, hasn't it? He's done that a few times now. I think it'll be an interesting outcome. I think Rhea's obviously the much better worker in terms of match quality. But I'm more just interested in seeing how it plays out story-wise within the match and after.
Yeah,
So that's 2 for Liv and Kronus. You've gone for Rhea Ripley.
I have.
Okay. Next up, we have Sami Zayn, Intercontinental Champion, versus Braun Breaker in a rematch from Money in the Bank. Who have you got?
This one wasn't as difficult as last time. Going from Breaker, but I'm a lot more confident about it this time.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Braun Breaker. Can't see him losing twice to Sami
No,
Zayn.
they wanted it on a bigger stage, and this is a bigger stage.
Yep, absolutely. So I think this isn't the most predictable match on the card. We'll get to that later. But yeah, I think it makes sense. I think it's time. Whether it's time for Braun to win the title or not, I'm not sure. But if they're going to have him lose and then fight for it again, it is an awful decision to have him lose twice. So yeah, Braun Breaker for me, and A.I. Jeff has gone for Braun Breaker as well. So another full house.
Nice.
Next up, we have Bayley, the WWE Women's Champion, versus Nia Jax. This is a tough one for me. But how are you feeling about this one, Cronus?
I'm leaning towards Bailey. 'Cause I think it's probably going to get cashed in on by Tiffany eventually.
Yeah.
And maybe some shenanigans from Tiffany, sort of similar to Dom and Rhea, maybe trying to help Nia or making it look like she's helping Nia, but screwing her out of it.
Yeah, there's a lot that could happen in this one. Are you going Bailey then? Is that your final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
Okay. Again, this was really tough. A.I. Jeff has gone for Nia Jax.
Interesting.
And I have also gone for Nia Jax. I think my prediction is that Nia Jax wins and Tiffany cashes in on Nia. That's the kind of sequence of events that I'm predicting. But it could easily be Bayley wins and then Bayley gets cashed in on. Does Bayley need the big win against Nia Jax? Maybe. Her title reign hasn't been great. The chase was much better, as it mostly is in these cases.
Yeah.
But the Tiffany Stratton factor is, it's not one to be ignored, and it could play out in any number of ways. So that's 1 for Bayley and 2 for Nia Jax.
Yep.
Next up, we have CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Cronus, how are we feeling?
See, this is the one I said I was still sort of struggling most with.
Okay.
Because there's so many variables, a lot can happen.
Yep.
So it's hard to pick which way they go. I mean, it's definitely continuing past SummerSlam, so maybe a Punk win.
Punk win for you?
In his first match back.
Yeah. So a Punk win for Cronus. I'm just really excited for this in general. I think how it's been built has been fantastic. Like you say, I agree. Definitely going past SummerSlam, maybe to Bash in Berlin and Bad Blood, do a trilogy. I think it warrants that, as long as, I'm worried about this match just because I know that CM Punk has a lot of, he's a very polarizing figure. He's got a lot of detractors because of his past behavior. And I know there's going to be a lot of people who are hoping he gets injured again. And I really don't want that to happen. So I'm worried. I don't want him to get injured. I hope he can just at least get through this match unscathed, win, lose, or draw. But I'm going to go for Drew McIntyre on this one. How Seth Rollins gets involved in this, I don't know. He hates both of them. I know Seth and CM Punk were scheduled to fight at this year's WrestleMania before he got injured, so I don't know whether they tease something between Seth and Punk for next year's WrestleMania. But I'm going for Drew on this occasion. A.I. Jeff. Oh, sorry, I'm going for Punk. No, I'm going for Drew. Sorry, I'm getting confused. I'm getting confused here. A.I. Jeff has gone for CM Punk.
Smart move.
Smart move. So that's 2 for CM Punk and 1 for Mr. McIntyre. Next up, we have Damian Priest, the World Heavyweight Championship, versus the Ring General, Gunther. Now, this is the one that I'm stuck on.
Yeah.
Now, if you asked me like a month ago, I'd have said Gunther's winning, game, set, and match. See you later. But I feel like with the ongoing story with the Judgment Day, again, I just don't know. I don't know. Is it going to be a clean win? Is it going to be shenanigans? Is Judgment Day going to break up at SummerSlam? Obviously, Finn is teasing tension with Priest. Finn's also involved in the Live, which is with the Rhea thing and the Dom thing. There's just so many parts here that are moving. And I'm trying to think of, does the rest of that story need the title? So my prediction is Damian Priest retains on this one. What say you?
I'm going Gunther.
Mhm.
I mean, the whole build, it has been really good, actually.
Yeah.
A lot better than expected.
Yep.
But I think we're going to crush the street spirit of Damian Priest. It's going to be the big heel set win of the night for Gunther.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't surprise me because Gunther is amazing. Gunther deserves this title. And if Gunther does win, I've got no problem with that whatsoever. A.I. Jeff also gone for Gunther.
Nice.
So that's 2 for Gunther and 1 for Damian Priest on the World Heavyweight Championship match. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the WWE World Universal Mega Super Ultra Deluxe Champion Cody Rhodes versus the Tribal Chief Solo Sikoa. Spoiler alert, all 3 of us have got Cody winning. I don't think that's any surprise to anyone whatsoever.
Yeah.
My questions to you, Kronus, are A, do you think this match will over-deliver in terms of expectations? Because Solo gets a lot of hate online for essentially not being Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And is he as good as Roman Reigns? No, he's not. But I got a feeling this could be an actual banger in terms of the match itself. I think that, Cody's great. Cody can work. Cody's got the experience. He knows how to put on a good wrestling match. Solo, he's had good wrestling matches. He's a solid worker. I think these two could surprise a lot of people in the ring. What do you think?
I think so. I don't think it's going to be a bad match at all.
No.
I mean, he does get a lot of hate for not being the tribal chief, but I think it's unfair to compare him to Roman Reigns.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, they're leagues apart in terms of what they've done. But it's still just early for Solo, and he is, as you said, solid in ring. I really do like his style. It's pretty much Umaga, isn't it? But
yeah.
At the wild man aspect.
Yeah, and I sort of feel sorry for Solo that kind of Jacob Fatu's come in, who's obviously an absolute monster.
Yes.
And he's kind of, there were rumors that when Jacob Fatu came in, WWE were worried that he would outshine Solo Sikoa, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
so
it definitely is. It's
but
yes.
I'm not going to hate on Solo Sikoa. He's only been on the main roster for 2 years. He's still very young. He's inexperienced. He went from never talking at all in the Bloodline to now being the mouthpiece for the Bloodline in a short space of time after we'd lost The Rock and Roman Reigns from television. So the deck was stacked against him. I haven't hated it. It's been boring at times. I think it needs a couple of returns, which we're going to get onto in a minute. But yeah, I can't hate on Solo Sikoa.
No, it's been fairly samey on SmackDown, but it's ticking over, I guess.
Yeah, save your hate for the learning tree, guys. That's where the hate should go.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. So my second question is, do we see the real Tribal Chief return? And do we see a multitude of returns? Is this a big enough show where you could have Jimmy Uso, Roman Reigns, even The Rock, Hikuleo? How many potential people could we see back? I mean, for me, Roman's the one I want. As long as we get Roman, fine. Anything else is a bonus. What about you? What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, if it's going to be anyone, it's got to be Roman, I expect. How that transpires, maybe just sort of his music and showing up at the end of the match. Maybe.
The way I see it happening is, so Cody beats Solo. I think we get lots of overbookedness. I think we get the Tongans, and I think we get returns of Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. I can see it kind of playing out a bit like the WrestleMania main event, where it's Cody versus a Samoan person, and then there's loads of people on the outside helping the Samoan person, and then loads of people come out and help Cody. So we could have Kevin Owens out there, Randy Orton out there. They brawl with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. I'm looking forward to seeing what Tonga Loa does wrong. That's going to be where my eyes are fixed.
Bless him.
Cody wins, and then afterwards, the Bloodline beats down Cody, and then we hear, "Ladies and gentlemen," and then we get Paul Heyman to come out and reintroduce the Tribal Chief for a stare down, and the show ends.
Yeah, that'd be hot. And you could have Tola Tonga.
Yeah.
Sort of debut in the match in that overbooked nonsense.
Or longer Tonga, as we're calling him. And then smaller Tonga at some point. Just all these Tongans. But yeah, Hikuleo's signed, isn't he? So
yeah.
He's signed, sealed, and delivered. So I think they'll probably save him for a SmackDown like they did Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
Potentially. So we've all gone for Cody Rhodes. A.I. Jeff also predicts a Roman Reigns return before the match is over.
Really?
Did
he say anything more?
No, he just says an interruption by Roman Reigns. Okay. So those are our predictions. I'm excited. I think it'll be a very good show. It's going to be a long show with that pre-show, but obviously not watching a 3-hour pre-show all by itself.
Not with any matches. Yeah.
That would be quite silly.
But we don't need recaps. I know what's going on.
No, exactly. Yeah. Recaps. And plus we'll get recaps. We'll get recaps before the matches on the main card anyway.
Yep.
But as it's the summer and it's the biggest party of the summer, A.I. Jeff's written a song about SummerSlam. Because he's such a summery dude. So here we go, guys. This is a song written by A.I. Jeff, and it is called, anyone guess what it's called? It's called The Biggest Party of the Summer. Here you go.
Wait, Zeus, Kronus, it's the biggest party of the summer. I got my donut rings and shit. Let's go! In the square circle under neon lights, Summerslam 2024. Oh, what a sight! The Rock and a Pineapple, tag team supreme, fighting against gravity in a zero-G dream. John Cena's new move, the invisible chair. He sits down mid-air, leaves fans in despair. And Roman Reigns, well, he's now vegan, you see, jumping on tofu while flexing his pecs with glee. Biggest party of the summer on a crazy ride, where wrestlers wear tutus and dance with pride. The Undertaker's moonwalking, it's absurd, and the refs counting sheep instead of the third. Becky Lynch, no, she's not there, but her husband looks great in a wig and flares. What else do we have? Sami Zayn's secret weapon, a glitter cannon blasts opponents, better get to stepping. Triple H enters on a unicycle, juggling knives. Stephanie McMahon twirls by time changing lives. And Vince McMahon, get the fuck out of here, man! Nobody wants to see that shit! Biggest party of the summer where the turnbuckles sing and the crowd chants "Kale, Kale" like it's a thing. Stone Cold Steve Austin sips kombucha so zen, while Rey Mysterio wrestles blindfolded again. Randy Orton's RKO is now a group yoga pose. They call it the serpentine stretch. Everyone knows. And Alexa Bliss, she's summoning rainbows from thin air. Her opponent slips, lands in a pot of gold. Beware. Biggest party of the summer where the ropes are made of liquor and the championship belt. It's a giant inflatable duck, and the winner gets a lifetime supply of good luck.
Wow. Jeff, that was great. Glad you're enjoying the summer, buddy. Probably should have put a PG warning on that.
I could do with a lifetime supply of good luck.
A lifetime supply of good luck would be great. And looks like he's not a fan of Vince McMahon. So good on you, Jeff. We like you here. Hope you stick around. Thanks very much, guys. That is our predictions. It's a much shorter video today.
Yeah.
If
Nice quick one.
if we end the video really soon, it'll be under 20 minutes. So quick, say your goodbyes. Bye, guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.